Joshua of All Trades here. If you guys watched my Camaro exhaust drone fix video, my buddy Steve bartered with me for that work, and he hooked me up with an anvil. So, as well as a leg vise, or post vise. So the post vise needs some work, and the anvil's seen better days. However, it is an anvil, and it's not a railroad track. So I am super stoked. It's got a little bit of sway, and there's some edge damage on this side, and there's a little bit on this side, but I should be able to work with it, and I might be able to touch it up here and there as I go along. But essentially today, in order to make this useful so that I can actually stand up in blacksmith instead of sitting down, I went ahead and got these 4x4s cut at Home Depot to the length that I needed, and we're going to go ahead and put them together and hopefully get a usable stand, and I can get the blacksmithing stuff I need for the festival. Unfortunately, the blade on the saw they use was pretty wore out, so they're pretty rough cuts. So I might have to do a little bit of smoothing, but that's fine. We'll go ahead and get them together and hopefully start blacksmithing. So I'm gonna set them up, drill the holes, and run the bolts through. Alright, so I've got my 3 4x4s stacked up and lined up to each other. I'm gonna go ahead and drill 2 holes, and we'll do this for the rest of the stacks, and then we'll bolt them up and go from there. So I'm gonna go ahead and start drilling these. So now we will drill the other holes, and we'll do the other 3 just like we did this one. Alright, so I have the holes drilled through first. I'm going to take this off. This is 1/2 inch all thread by 12, so this should cover us. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to drive that through until it hits the board, and what that'll do is keep everything lined up so that I can go ahead and drill the second one. So now we will drill the other holes, and we'll do the other 3 just like we did this one. There's one, and now for the next 2. Alright, got all 3 drilled, and I've got the all thread through them, and I did not drill very straight because, well, I'm not very good at it, so, and I wasn't taking as much time as I should have, but yeah, got them all through. I'm going to go ahead and put the nuts and washers on so that I can go ahead and tighten them down. I'll have to, on the sides that I hammered in, I'll have to file to get rid of the mushrooming, but yeah, next step. Alright, so I had to tap that out because I hammered over the threads. However, the issue is that when I tried to tap it, it tapped sideways and just made everything worse. And so I actually had to grind it off and go back at it. So got it cleaned up now. We'll just go ahead and snug it down and move on to the last one. Alright, that gives us 3 pieces that now we just have to put together. There we are. Alright, so had I been smart, this is how I would have driven these in last time around. Instead of hitting on the part that needs threads to be intact, thread a nut on partially. Right about there. Actually, what we're going to do is thread 2 on, and what you want to do in order to keep them from spinning, you twist them together, and then with a wrench hold the bottom one, and another wrench or ratchet, if I can find it, there we go. You just, now they're locked together, and they won't move on you as you hit them. But you're hitting on the nut and not the threads, which is ideal. So, and you didn't hurt your threads. That's what I'd have done the first time around if I was smart. Recommend it. Alright, so we have the Anvil stand done. Unfortunately, my closing video did not record audio, so it is now later in the day. I went ahead and had some lunch and came back out. Got the Anvil stand done. Overall, very happy with how it turned out. It could be better. There are a couple of little things here and there that I can improve on, like smoothing out the top, making it nice and level. And I want to add angle iron tie downs to it that I can clamp the Anvil down to the stand to help take the ring out of it. However, I'm not too worried about that right now. On the ground it rings pretty well, but when I set it on here, the wood being soft and kind of damp, it doesn't ring very much at all, except at the horn. But I'm not too worried about that. Like I said, for now it'll work perfect for what I do. I wasn't shooting for perfection on this. I just wanted to throw something together so that I can start forging like a normal person. Plus, I have the festival in 2 weeks that I have a lot of stuff I want to make for. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please click subscribe, and I'll keep putting videos out of random stuff I do. I hope you enjoy. Have a great day.